right place, right time for this, because this entire bag hadn't even seen the shop floor yet. It was all on a reel, ready to be wheeled out, some priced, some not. And I was like, can I have a look at that, please? And she's like, yeah, so no bother. This is the entire donation. I bought the lot. Woo! Right, welcome back to Flies Round Sugar, everybody. For those that don't know, my name is Nathan. I'm a full-time eBay vintage Depop reseller, mainly menswear. And I source my stock from charity shops, jumble sales and car boot sales. And today, we've been out sourcing at the car boot. No, we haven't. We've been to the charity shop today. My head's gone. Today, it was a really good day, I thought. It was quite mid until the very last shop, where I cleaned up this entire bag. It's just one donation, one man's donation. Really good stuff, just been put out, so hang around till the end, because that is going to be my buy of the day. That entire bag got some really good stuff, really interesting stuff as well. Stuff that you very rarely see in charity shops, so hang around and we'll have a look through this. But enough of my stuff in anyway. Let's get to the nitty gritty and have a look what we got. This is an absolute stonker of a shirt. Look at how gorgeous that is. Look at the material. It's almost like corduroy, but it's not. You can kind of see it there. But that is a St. Michael's Marks & Spencer vintage shirt in a gorgeous, beautiful, soft, light brown colour. That had been £3 in the shop, which I would have paid £3 for all bloody day. But that was in the red ticket sale, so everything was £1 from that shop. But this was the only thing I could pick up in there. But I thought that's pretty sound. Probably should get between 15 and 20 for that. Maybe it's even a bit more because it's so nice. That is stunning. So if you've been watching these videos, you'll know I'm always banging on about golf stuff. And this is a Galvin green golf polo. Lovely kind of paneling just down here. Really lightweight, really nice. Not sun bleached, amazingly. So golf stuff is usually sun bleached and that's not. Lovely bit of branding on the back collar. Branding on the sleeve. You know, Galvin green stuff is usually covered in the branding. When you buy the Gore-Tex jackets, which is what you've got to be looking out for, it's covered in like lettering, embroidery, kind of like Galvin green, Gore-Tex, all that kind of stuff. There's the Galvin green. It's a really good size, and size XL, and that was £4. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to get for that yet, because I'm only used to selling the jackets. But I thought I'd take a punt on the polos. Hopefully about 20-25 quid really. Check this out for an Eton shirt. Look at that. I've never seen one like that before. I might have led a sheltered life, but that is almost like rhino skin. Looks like reptile skin or something like that. But yeah, Eton shirt. Should be picking Eton shirts up when you see them for no more than £5 really. The resale is usually about upwards of 20 quid. The ones that I've sold in the past have all been like dress shirts and, you know, like really smart kind of like shirts that you'd wear to a dinner or something like that. But I thought I'd pick that one up for £3. I don't know which way it's going to go. It could go for more than 20, it could go for less than 20. I'd be happy at 20 quid for that. So it's going to get listed at 25 and we're going to see what happens. But that's a stunning shirt, a really good quality shirt. Definitely be on the lookout for Eton. Little bit of true vintage. Look at that. That's stunning, that. Look at the collars. Massive. That is a brand called Mr. California. Well, it's called Mr. California in any way, right? It's £4. Polyester shirt. Really nice pattern. Lovely lines on that. Gorgeous collar. That'll have its crowd with a retro vintage lot. Hopefully I can get about 25 quid for that. I might try for a little less actually, but yeah, that is just dead smart. I generally don't pick up a lot of like, or I don't really go out looking for stuff like this, but I just thought that was too nice to leave on the rack, especially for £4. Lovely, just gorgeous colours, really, really nice. Love it. This is the ultimate Depop fodder. This is a Jordan box fit t-shirt with an absolutely incredible print of the man himself on the front there. Lovely washed out colour. That was £4. It's on the Jordan label, screen printed label, so you're looking at something a bit contemporary. But yeah, that is just amazing. I just love the colour and I love the fit. That should fetch about 20 quid, I reckon. 15 to 20 quid on Depop. But yeah, it's dead nice. Love that. If you like that, wait until you see what's in the bag. I'm sure I've mentioned in a video before that the Uniqlo Capcom stuff is a range to be on the lookout for. I usually sell the bigger prints, like the ones with the big graphic prints on the front, but this is a Ringer T, Uniqlo Capcom Ringer T, and it's Mega Man. That's it. Give me energy, and it's got his little energy bar here. I used to absolutely adore Mega Man. Nearly swore then. I used to absolutely adore Mega Man when I was younger. I actually think that's a dead smart tee. It is the Uniqlo one. That again was in the red cross seal, so that had been $3.50, and that was £1. So the last couple of Capcom shirts that I've sold, like the Uniqlo collab, selling for like between 25 and 30. So we'll see if this one's like a desirable one. So this is a brand that I like to see in charity shops, and I generally try to pick it up, but it is a Paul and Shark Yachting Oxford button-down collar shirt. Really smart. The retail on these is just obscene. The resale isn't that much, but you still get good money for them. That's a size large. Gorgeous shirt. Once that's had an iron or a steam and it's displayed on my board, that'll look sick. Really nice deep colour. Lovely button run just here with some cotton colours on it. Really desirable shirt for that crowd. Got the nice little bit of embroidered branding on the pocket. Just stunning stuff, really smart. That'll sell no bother. I should probably get between 25 and 30 for that, and that was just $4.99. $4.99. Love seeing that in the shop. This is another brand to watch out for. So this is a brand called Brutus. Brutus Trim Fit, if you want the full name, that's the badge. Brutus Trim Fit. They make like traditional skinhead clothes, so for boot boys, for casuals, mods, stuff like that. Those that are a little bit deeper into the culture than those who just wear solely Fred Perry. But yeah, they make really nice skinhead wear. Lovely check shirts. Brutus Trim Fit is what you're looking for. That was only $2.50, and that should get about 30 to 40. Some of the colours are more desirable than others. But yeah, dead smart shirt, definite brand to keep an eye out on. Do have their market. They did a really good collab with Dr. Martens about 10 to 15 years ago, and if you pick up one of them shirts, they're slightly more desirable because that connection with Dr. Martens. So went into one of the shops that was having a half price closing down sale, which is a bit sad because they're really nice stuff in there. And I picked up this kind of Breton style Polo Ralph Lauren shirt with a lovely sky blue pony and rider just here. That's really lightweight. We're probably going to leave that until summer list, but that had the price tag of £4 on, but it was half price, so that was only £2. Probably sell that for upwards of 15, I reckon. Same shop with a half price closing down sale, and it is this absolutely stunning vintage Gap knitted crew neck. I love that. That's amazing. That was £4.50. So I got that for quick maths, $2.75. Lovely big size, large, really nice fit. And if you're not picking up knits at the minute, you must be mad because they are selling really quick, especially like just good quality heavyweight ones like that. I'd probably get about, I reckon about 15 to 20 on that easy. Maybe it's a bit more. So we got two pairs of jeans today, same brand, same size. One was $3.50, one was $4.50. Two pairs of Arnie jeans, size 32S. So they've got short legs, which is pretty annoying, but short kings need dressing well also on the cheap. Arnie jeans, I probably should stop picking up Arnie just because the sales have slowed down a little bit, but there I couldn't resist for £3. I thought bargain at that price. We've got two pairs, one's kind of lighter than the other. They're both from the same donation, I guarantee it. Same size, same brand. Yeah, £3.50 each. Can't complain with that price. So, Joe Brown's is a brand that I very rarely pick up, and I've only really started picking it up as of recent because I've seen that the shirts sell for quite good money if you can get them at the right price. Shirts usually sell for between 20 and 25, so use that info as you will. But this is a stunning, kind of like knitted cardigan with absolutely brilliant massive buttons running down. Look at the knit on that. It's got really nice colours and some trim around the sleeve. That was £6. I took a bit of a risk on that. I wasn't too sure how much I'll sell it for. I will put some comps up on the screen if I can find it. But it's just like, again, it's just dead heavy. It's got a really nice knitting pattern, good colours on it, good size. I think it's a large. It's an XL actually, so that's even better. But yeah, just dead nice. I thought for £6, I'll give it a go. So I generally buy Craghoppers stuff just on the cheap, just to flip them on the cheap. They're quite reliable sellers, the trousers. The Bear Grylls ones are the ones that you're after. They command a little bit more of a premium. And this is a Craghoppers Bear Grylls fully waterproof aqua dry jacket. So the reason why I picked this up is because obviously it being Bear Grylls, it's got a little bit more of a resale value. It's got taped seams, taped zips, all that good stuff. Really, really lovely colour for those who go outdoors. Nice and neutral, and that was only a £5. I'm sure the resale prices on these are upwards of like 30. So I thought that was a bit of a bargain, really. Nice quality jacket. Nice drawstring waist, drawstring around the hood as well. Just a nice bit of kit, really. Love outdoor stuff, love picking outdoor stuff up as well. So this is probably like my one bust of the day. So these didn't have a price on them. I very rarely pick up shoes, just because I've got no real excitement about selling them. But these are a pair of Columbia bugger boot, fully snowproof, windproof, waterproof, you name it. Now it's getting bomb-proof. That's what they are, bomb-proof. These didn't have a price on them in the shop. So I just asked at the counter, I said, how much are these? And I was buying some other stuff and she said $7.99. And I was like, that doesn't seem too bad. I'll take them, whatever, stick them in my bag with my stuff. The resale value is not great on them. I've only seen one sole pair for about £30. I thought they were going to be worth more than that. So I'm slightly disappointed. Still money in them, but just not as much as I was expecting. So, we're about to get to the find of the day, right? It's a bunch of stuff. It's one donation from one shop, right? Absolute score, if you ask me. While I've got you here, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, liking and sharing, as we are trying to grow the channel, and every follow, every comment, every share and every like is mega appreciated. If you've liked what you're seeing, please do so. Thank you. So, as you've probably seen, I was having a bit of a midday up until, well, this basically. So I went in the shop and there was no on the racks, apart from a reel behind the till that was ready to go out, and I spotted something and I was like, I wonder what that is. So I asked if I could have a look, and she was like, yeah, some of it's priced up, some of it's not. If you want to let me know. I took the lot, right? I took it all, right? All one donation, just ready to go out. Right time, right place, right? First up is this absolutely stunning Adidas Parla tee, size 2XL. Look at the print on that, man, front and back, absolutely gorgeous, with a nice burgundy collar on it. So that's the collab with Parla. So Parla make, I think, could be wrong, don't come at me in the comments if I am, I think they make like surfwear and stuff like that, and they're all very like eco-friendly and like green and save the oceans, man, like all that kind of vibe. But that is just so thick. It's like such a nice fit, nice boxy, baggy fit. But yeah, they had that out for, or they had that ready to go out for a £5. Next up is this new with tags, Boston Celtics Nike long sleeve. A little bit of branding on the front there, what I like to call a mullet shirt. Small at the front, big at the back. Mullet shirt, right? Look at that for a back print. It's absolutely stunning. It's got the sleeve prints. Lovely kind of light grey, light lime green colour to match the Celtics name. That was out, ready to go out for a £5. But again, that's new with tags. Love picking out like that up. Love picking this up as well, man. Nike SB or Nike skateboard stuff, and this is a 3/4 sleeve t-shirt, almost like a vintage baseball t-shirt. It's got a little embroidered baseball mitt on it. Nike SB, you can just see there. Let me get it proper. Nike SB. So this stuff is more directed towards like the streetwear reds and stuff like that. That's why I said it's more than likely to go on Depop, sell on Depop, as opposed to anywhere else. It's got a nice little Nike Teams tag down on the bottom. Was this priced up? This is a 3XL, so this is massive. That was only a £5 as well if it was going to hit the shelf. Look at that. If that's not going to set your epilepsy off, I don't know what is. That is a gorgeous tie-dye Nike shirt. I've seen these sell online before. I've never sold one myself, but I've seen them on, like, well, plenty on Depop really. That is a stunning print, that, front and back. This was going to go out for £6, but I'll let you know how much I paid for all 15 items at the end, because you give me a bit of a deal because I was buying it all. Hooded, long sleeve, big pony, Ralph Lauren polo. Look at that. Deep blue colour, lovely navy, gorgeous gold polo and pony and rider. That's a double XL. They wanted £8 for that, but bear in mind I got a bit of cash off because I bought the lot. But that's stunning. That's well nice. That'll go hopefully for more than the bloody regular bolo shirt to go for. Love that. Great size. Perfect. So I generally wouldn't have picked this up if she hadn't have said, if you take the lot I'll give you a better price. And it's new tagged, but it is just a Ringer t-shirt, Adidas Ringer t-shirt in a gorgeous purple colour. They did have that priced up at a £5 ready to go out. But yeah, that's stunning. Nice colour. I think you can get them relatively cheap on eBay, but I think they're counterfeit. I'd know that price tag anywhere. I know exactly where this has been bought from. It's been bought from the Adidas outlet out in Stockport. So I know that that's legit. So some of this stuff I'd even consider keeping myself if it was my size. This is a long sleeve knitted t-shirt, Nike t-shirt in, again, double XL, and that's new tag. So the retail on this was £64.99. They had that priced up at £12, but again, I didn't pay that for it. It was £64.99 for that, so we'll aim to get close to that when we list them again. Love picking this brand up. Always love seeing it in charity shops and at jumble sales, car boot sales and all that kind of stuff. It is a Nike ACG bright red t-shirt. So the brighter colours of this t-shirt are the ones that you want. So you want the brights, you don't want the neutrals and stuff like that. So Nike ACG means all conditions gear, and it's kind of like their push for like the outdoor kind of vibe, but it makes really nice stuff. So all the golf core lads are getting on it, lads and lasses are getting on it. So it's really trendy. That's a gorgeous t-shirt, lovely branding just there on the chest. This was priced at a £5. I would have paid that for it all day. Should get about 20 to 25 for that. I mean, look at this. This is stunning, man. So thick as well. Like, this is like, it's like holding 5 t-shirts. Like, so thick. That is like it's almost like iridescent, you know, when you spill water in battery acid. Another long sleeve Nike ACG t-shirt. Was this price? This was priced at a £5. That is stunning for a £5. It's almost got the colours of like a motocross kind of like inner, you know, like what they wear under the padding and stuff like that. That is stunning. That's so thick as well. That's like proper outdoorsy. That is amazing. I love that. These are just some Nike Air shorts, red tagged. Lovely bit of material just on the side there, setting it off with a Nike emblazoned on that. They're like basketball shorts. I wonder if this guy was a basketballer, because they're all like large sizes. These weren't priced up in the shop. I was selling these last year for like upwards of around the £20 mark, upwards of 15, but more so around the £20 mark. We'll leave them until summer. These are just insane. I mean, they're gonna divide opinion. They are Nike basketball shorts in like an Aztec kind of vibe. These priced up, so they had £6 on them. They are absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous pair of shorts. I might list them earlier than the summer actually, just because they are so nice. Yeah, Nike Aztec shorts, Nike Aztec basketball shorts, lovely stuff. It's another Nike ACG shirt in a lilac and a purple colour. Again, nice big baggy size, boxy fit, love it. This man, whoever donated these, loved his bright colours or his like patterns and that. These are a pair of Air Jordan shorts. Got the palm leaves on them. black and grey. Again, basketball shorts. Leave them till the summer, I reckon. I should get about 20-25 on them. So this is just a burgundy, kind of brown Carhartt t-shirt. Just use standard pocketed t-shirt. They sell quite well. I've sold countless of them in the past. Anywhere from 10 to 20 quid on, depending on size and colour. But I really like that colour. It's sick. So yeah, I love that. So these are the steal of the day. This is my buy of the day, actually. The only reason I love these so much is I've actually been looking at them as like a personal purchase, so I know the retail on them is 175 quid, right? And these are Nike ACG all-terrain cargo trousers. They've got such a nice fit in them. I've tried them on in the Nike shop. Nike ACG Climate Fit Max trousers, double layer. They're so nice. They're like mesh lined, all the bells, all the whistles. They're stunning. I'm sure I've looked at purchasing a pair used before of Vinted, and I'm sure they were about 70 quid on Vinted. But they're amazing. Black in colour, really good size. Too big for me, unfortunately. But yeah, I think they'll probably pay for the entire lot. But they're stunning. Nike ACG, man, do not sleep on it. Nice little bit of branding here. They had them priced up at 7 quid. I would have paid 7 quid all day for them, to be honest with you. They're dead nice. So, brass tacks, how much did I pay for all that, right? So basically there's 15 items there, and as you can see, the majority of them were priced, or they were priced between 5 and 8 quid. The most expensive thing was that Ralph Lauren polo that was priced. But she said if you take it all, because I was pulling stuff off the rack and anyway, like as if I wasn't, and she said if you take it all, you can have it for 60. So I think that's an absolute bargain. I think it's a total steal. I do shop in the shop quite often, but you know, still 60 quid, 15 items is just insane. And like I said, these like ACG cargos should cover the entire lot, and then the rest is just going to be pure profit. That is a good buy, and that saved the day, to be honest with you, because it wasn't like the greatest day, no massive bangers. It was just like a usual sourcing day, you know. But I'm very happy with all that stuff, and for that price, cannot complain. And that is your lot for the day, right? My back is killing me from lugging them about. I thought we got some really good stuff. Good haul at the end. Really good haul at the end. Love that Joe Brown's cardigan. Love the Paul and Shark shirt. They're really good sellers, so I'm very happy with today. If you've liked what you've seen, there's going to be plenty of videos like this, so please do subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever it is YouTube is asking you to do. If you can do that for me, that would be more than appreciated. But I'm going to let you go now, and we will see you in the next one.